Welcome back to Thunderdome Investing, where conviction beats consensus. I'm your analyst, David Gibson, and today we're diving into the regulatory cage match of the decade. Anavex Life Sciences versus the European Medicines Agency. As always, this content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not to be taken as professional advice. The opinions in this video will reflect my own personal views only. Do your own research and consult with a professional before investing. Now cue the intro. Here in the Thunderdome, we always step into the shoes of every player at the table. Right now, it looks like the EMA is holding all the cards. But by the end of this video, you'll see why Anavex's hand isn't too shabby either. One company, two continents, and the possibility of the first true disease-modifying oral Alzheimer's drug. Anavex's 2B/3 trial showed that the Sigma-1 wild-type group, which is about 70% of Alzheimer's patients, experienced an 84% reduction in disease progression and 50% less brain shrinkage versus placebo. After being invited by the EMA to apply, Anavex submitted its marketing authorization in December of 2024. The agency has since advanced through multiple review stages and now stands on the brink of a final decision. Yet the stock price reflects little optimism. And that disconnect might be the market's biggest blind spot. The FDA's March 2024 guidance for early Alzheimer's changed everything. For the first time, one strong cognitive endpoint, supported by biomarkers of course, can secure approval. A second confirmatory trial isn't required. And as you can see from the table that you're looking at, Anavex checks every single box here. If the EMA were to deny Anavex, the company can simply pivot and wait for the FDA's guidance to finalize, and refile in the US under friendlier rules. The EMA's most defensible reason to reject Anavex would be that they missed their functional co-primary endpoint, activities of daily living, also known as ADCS-ADL. But experts agree that in early Alzheimer's, this endpoint isn't reliable, and the FDA's own guidance now minimizes its importance. So a denial by the EMA would most likely result in an approval by the FDA, as crazy as that sounds, making the EMA look like it blocked a safe oral Alzheimer's therapy that American patients can receive first. Needless to say, in Thunderdome terms, that's a lose-lose for Europe. The important thing to remember here is that the EMA asked Anavex to apply, to build a post-approval monitoring plan, and to manufacture a supply ahead of launch. If they were to reverse course now, Anavex can simply say, "Last time you made us jump through hoops for nothing. Why would we spend years of our time and millions of our dollars on another trial just to sell at Europe's discounted price?" If Europe approves first, the US could invoke price matching rules, like the most favored nation policy, capping global prices near $10,000 per patient per year. But if the FDA approves first, the company can command closer to $25,000 per patient per year. So financially, Anavex actually benefits more if Europe delays or denies approval. And of course, they gain approval in the US. So Europe now faces two bad options. Option 1, approve first, lock in low prices, and hand Anavex a smaller US market. Option 2, deny, lose credibility, and risk years without access while the US runs with it. Meanwhile, Anavex can redeploy resources into Parkinson's, Rett, Fragile X, or schizophrenia, all of which are next in line. The rational play for the EMA, approve now or risk being left behind. So in this round of Thunderdome Investing, we've seen how the new FDA guidance on Alzheimer's has essentially cornered the EMA. Denying blarcamesine only creates bad outcomes for Europe, while approving it secures relevance and access. This isn't a science debate anymore, it's game theory. And in this cage match, Anavex already may have a checkmate. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. I hope you enjoyed my take on the Anavex situation. But as always, I'm your analyst, David Gibson, and this has been another episode of Thunderdome Investing.